If you one that loves to get unsolicited compliments, quote unquote positive attention, I got 12, not 10, 12 great fragrances that were great for me in 2021 that I'm glad to share with you in this video. Let's go. Welcome back to another video. Max Forti. If you love to smell great, get compliments, and make a great first impression, you did come to the right place. Today we're talking best complimented designers 2021. These are fragrances that I wore and got the most positive attentions with. Keep one thing in mind though, a little disclaimer here. Confidence equals compliments, meaning what you wear, how you talk, how you present yourself, how inviting you are, and the aura that you transmit when you're meeting people is going to dictate the level of, compliments that you might achieve. So keep that in mind. There's no such thing as penny droppers or magic potions, just so you know. At the 12th spot, this particular fragrance from Comme and Garcons, and it's FLORIENTAL. This fragrance reminds me of a great Tom Ford private blend, which is Plum Japanese. The only difference in this one is this is not as creamy, but it's spicier than Plum Japanese, and it's a little bit sharper in the account of the cedar wood that it has in the base. Very nice, incensey, earthy, gorgeous plum. At the 11th spot, this fragrance here is a creation of Chanel's in-house perfumer, Olivier Poge. To me, the best floral masculine fragrance on the market, and it's none other than Kenzo's Power. Love the stuff around springtime. I've been wearing this for many years now. Since 2008, it's been one of my go-tos. It is just a gorgeous floral aldehydic. It's got a little bit of that Chanel signature in there. Not as pungent on the aldehydic notes, but definitely floral, a little bit powdery, and just gorgeous masculine floral. That's all there is to it. At the 11th spot, compliment galore with this one. At the 10th spot, this one is one that makes a ton of my top lists when it comes to springtime, and sometimes even rolls into summertime. This is Gentleman Cologne by Givenchy, and this is heliotrope, almonds, a very nice vetiver here, some fruits up top. It is just great. You got a little bit of the earthiness from the smokiness and earthiness from the vetivers, but then you have this gorgeous iris / almonds and heliotrope that makes it so unique and so exclusive than anything else I have and tried over the past few years. My favorite from the Givenchy, collection, Cologne, is definitely one that gives me a ton of positive attention. At the 9th spot, this release from Dior is definitely one of my favorite designer releases over the past 7 years or so. And I wish it would rank higher on the list, but I think it doesn't really get so much compliments that I would like it to, especially because of the introduction, because you have a lot of that original DNA here, the violet leaf, that petroleum vibe with the vetiver and the leather. This is Dior Lip Parfum, FAHRENHET Lip Parfum. However, when you get into the heart and the dry down, it gets absolutely incredible, very sensual, very beautiful. It's a delicious leather vanilla bourbon with rum and just spices like cinnamon, like the color of the bottle. This is fall in a bottle, one of my go-tos for the fall season, for autumn. It is just deliciousness. It is great. Like I said, from the heart to the dry down, it gets better and better, but the introduction has some resemblances to the original. It might turn some people away, but have some patience. This is a great compliment getter. At the 8th spot, this fragrance here was a relief to me when I tried it for the first time, and it gives me nothing but compliments because it reminds me of a discontinued fragrance that I loved from Armani, from the Acqua di Gio collection, Essenza, the fragrance I'm talking about. And this one here is For Men SILVERLAKE from the men's collection. SILVERLAKE is exactly what I'm talking about. It's about 85–90% similar to Acqua di Gio Essenza. It's got that beautiful, clean, vetiver with some citruses up top, like grapefruit, lemons, limes, bergamot. A little bit of an aquatic undertone. It just smells incredible. If you want to smell clean, bright, this is definitely one for day wear. You can dress this up for sure, but I think this is a little bit more casual. Running errands, you're gonna smell great. This is like one of those, don't have to think too much. You wanna just wear something to feel good and smell great. This is it. And again, the compliments, A+. Now this next one is going to be the most youthful, perhaps the most playful on this list. And this is why it's not ranked higher, because if I wore this more often, it would definitely be in the top 3. The fragrance I'm talking about is AQVA from the AQVA collection, ATLANTIQVE from Bvlgari. Now, this particular fragrance, a lot of people compare and says that it resembles Aventus. I can see a little bit of that. There's some fruitiness here that it's a little bit resembling a pineapple, like a juicy, fruity pineapple, but it ends there. There's no smoky birch here. There's a lot of elements that you find in the Ventus that you don't find here, but it's definitely in the same family. Like they could be second cousins twice removed. Anyway, it smells great. It's fruity, it's uplifting, it's bright, it's sparkling like a soda pop, very playful, very youthful. If you love compliments, this is definitely one that's not gonna ever let you down, I promise you. Hope you guys are enjoying the pick so far. If you wanna try any of these fragrances, if you wanna buy a full bottle of these particular fragrances here on this list, check out fragrancebuy.ca. You know, the #1 best source for discounted fragrances on the web, period. Second to none. And of course, if you wanna try them literally without, you know, coughing up the dough for a full bottle, you really wanna try the fragrance, you know, try before you buy it, then you head over to Parfum.com and check out the code right now for year end, which is EAR22, to give you 22% off at checkout, amongst other great deals that they have going on right now. All these promos and deals listed below the description of this video to make your lives easier, because that's what we do here. If you want to stay in the know, you want to save big, check the description, guys. Continuing the countdown, most of the fragrances now, the last 6 fragrances are going to be more for colder weather. These are going to be woody, spicier, quote unquote ambery, oriental type scents, the ones that I gravitate towards the most. Those are the genres and classifications that I love wearing, hence the fact that I wear them the most and get the most compliments out of them. From the Stronger With You collection from the Armani, my favorite, I think it's the best because it takes that sweet, ambery, spicy, you know, almost syrupy kind of a, you know, profile that we come to love, and it adds this gorgeous leather saffron undertone. This is Stronger With You leather, definitely my favorite from the bunch. Smells amazing, sweet, spicy, leathery, great for compliments. It's one that you don't have to spray too much because it's longer lasting than probably most of the fragrances that I talked about here, and it's also very sweet. So you have to control the triggers, otherwise you're going to choke yourself. You can potentially wear this when the weather is warm, but I would highly suggest you wear this mostly in the fall, winter, and early spring to get the most out of this fragrance. This is my favorite from MAISON Margiela collection, the replica collection. This is going to be Jazz Club. And this fragrance, guys, it's going to be exactly what the name implies. The atmosphere of a jazz club where you have tobacco, you have the booziness of the club, you know, with the drinks. This has rum, tobacco, sandalwood, and patchouli, some of the notes here. It is great, it is elegant, sophisticated, great for romantic settings, great for dates. Mostly I would wear this for evening wear. Dressier occasions is where I think this shines the most and gives me the most compliments. At the 4th position, you guys know how much I love Costume National, I love Soul, I love the Parfum Homme, and this one here is the Parfum 2021. There's the older Parfum 2008, I believe, both Dominique Ropion releases. This is a masterpiece. A lot of people compare this to Halfati, although Halfati is going to be a more floral / greener kind of a take on this. This is going to be spicier and definitely more powerful than Halfati, but I think they could be brothers. They're very similar to each other. Definitely a gorgeous sandalwood with vetiver, just great fragrance, great for compliments. When you put this on, guys, it's definitely gonna give you an edge. You're not gonna smell like anybody else. And if you dress the part and you present yourself in a good manner, I'm telling you guys, this will definitely give you positive attention. This always gives me some kind of attention where somebody wants to know, man, who smells this good? Or, hey man, what are you wearing? Where can I get it? That's the kind of effect this fragrance has on people. Costume National Homme Parfum, I believe was released earlier this year or late last year. It is absolutely fantastic for compliments. Speaking of compliments, this is the best Versace in my opinion, however, has been discontinued. So if you must have this in your collection, don't wait too long to pull the trigger and have this, because pretty soon it's gonna be very hard to find. This is going to be Versace Noir, or Versace Oud Noir. This particular fragrance, guys, very similar to Oud Wood from Tom Ford. Definitely spicier and definitely creamier. I think Oud Wood is a little bit sharp to my nose. This one here just makes it more wearable, gives this designer-esque kind of a feel to it. It is long-lasting, it is powerful, and it smells just like $1,000,000. You have resins, you have the oud, you have the saffron leathery undertone, and the spices here. It smells unbelievably good, and it's definitely gonna give you compliments. At the 2nd spot, this fragrance has it all. It lasts a long time and it smells fantastic. It's what it is, it's a fruity patchouli with vanilla in the base. It's almost boozy-like, and it's very similar to a $300 fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent YSL's Tuxedo from their private blend. This is called Moustache Eau de Parfum, 2018 release, and ever since then I've been wearing this fragrance forever and always gives me, you know, positive attention. It's got this peppery, you know, initial spray, then it moves into that creamy sandalwood, fruity patchouli, along with a gorgeous vanilla in the base. It is that simple. It's an elixir of sensuality. It's just romantic, it's intrinsic, it's inviting, compelling, all the adjectives you can think of this fragrance has, and for a very good price, because this does not break the bank, and it gives you what you want. If you want to smell great and you love compliments, check this out. At the number one spot, my favorite and most compliment, the reason why it's my favorite on the list here is because it was the one that gave me the most positive attention in 2021. Love this fragrance. Very unique. What it does, it takes the original DNA from Dior Homme Intense, which is that beautiful iris cacao, replaces that cacao, leaves the iris, and adds this gorgeous rough and tumble leather along with oud. The fragrance is Dior Homme Parfum. My wife loves this fragrance on me. Every time I wear this, I get, by the way, don't spray your clothes because this will stain your clothes. It gets darker on the strip, so if you spray your shirt, it's definitely gonna stain. But it smells like $1,000,000. It's long lasting. And it's just a combination of the iris, the saffron, the leather with the oud, and the spices here, the sandalwood, the rose, you know, heart here. There's nothing quite as good as this, guys. And I'm telling you, it's a compliment magnet. That's all there is to it. So those are the 12 most complimented designer fragrances I wore in 2021. If you're interested in finding out what were my favorite complimented fragrances, niche 2021, be sure to leave me a like. If this video hits 1,000 or more likes, it'll show me that you guys want me to put together the video and share with you. So please do, and I'll come back within a week and a half, no more than 2 weeks for sure, with the part 2 of this video. As always, let me know in the comments, what is your most complimented designer or niche? I don't care, just go crazy in the comments so we can start a little conversation. And stay tuned here on the channel. If you love fragrances, you love to smell great, you want to stay in the know, niche designer, indie, it doesn't matter, I don't discriminate. Click the subscriber button, and of course, hit the notification bell icon so you get these videos straight into your feed. As always, guys, remember, fragrance is emotion, so wear what truly moves you. I'll see you right back here with another video very soon. Take care.